businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Hello, this is gospel recording artist Johnny Ruffin Jr. from Lewiston, North Carolina, just letting you know that I have a Christmas CD out entitled White Christmas. Please go and download that CD on any digital media outlet. Also, I have some great gospel music that I have created throughout the years that will definitely be a blessing to you and your household. Thank you for your support. God bless.
Great day, everyone. This is Deloris with Divine Connections, and welcome. Hope you are having a phenomenal day. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. We have great information we would love to share with you today. All right, so let's get into it. Divine Connections magazine is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. It's faith-based and inspirational. Ads runs for 3 months, and I connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, authors, pastors, anyone that's doing something great for the community. And we share that again in print as well as online. So our December issue is coming on out. You will see that soon. All right. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website and join our email list. Our website is divineconnectionsmagazine.com. We are also located on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Make sure you like that page. We're on Instagram. Follow us there at Divine Connections, one word. And I would love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. Okay, The Divine Connections. And make sure you also click that notification button as well. So if you haven't done so already, go to our website. Our new magazine is up. So you may or may not see this one, but this is one of the magazines that we had. It's divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. And we have great entrepreneurs, gospel artists, moms, praise dance, vendors. One that is exciting that I really want to share with you is a youth, Miss Mahogany, who is going to serve the homeless during this Christmas. And so her information and stories in there. I love spreading good news. There are a lot of great things going on. So go ahead and get your copy at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. Okay. And so doing this time of interviewing, I interview on the Wednesdays. And so before and after, we have opportunities for you to share your business through our sponsorship program. It's a 30-second slot. So if you have a 30-second commercial, we can place that on the broadcast to tell people who you are and what you do. It's a 3-month agreement, only $150, and we continue to share for 3 months before or after the show who you are and what you do. So if you would like to be a sponsor, it's only $150, and I would love to hear from you. So divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. If you are in business, in ministry, or book, you are a gospel artist, praise dance mime, and you need a creative custom, a 30-second to 60-second commercial. That is one of the services that we provide. I would love to serve you. So if you would email me again at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. All right. So, and the next thing we have is my book is out. So if you have not got your copy yet, go ahead and get your copy. It's called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire helping people. Okay, so make sure you get your copy. It is on Amazon, and you can go to the link below. It's preferable. All right, and I do Cash App as well. Cash App. My Cash App is I Overflow. Okay, just the letter I, OVERFLOW. So we have multiple ways for you to connect and get the book. All right, so do that for me. That will greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, coming up, all right, in March 26th, all right. So I usually bring in groups and choirs and praise dance and minds, but it's going to be my 12th magazine anniversary, and I'm going to shift it just a little bit. I will be celebrating women in general, women that's mothers, women that's making it happen, women in business, women in ministry, women overall. So I would love to celebrate you. You have three options to participate. One, you can attend, and that ticket is $45, and you'll get some things. Not going to tell you what it is. And then we also have sponsorship and vendor opportunity as well. So those are the three options you can be a part of, and it is open to everyone, and even men are invited as well. So go to our website, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. Okay. Awesome. Would love to hear from you. And so today, we have a phenomenal young lady that's going to teach us some things and share her experience with us. And so I'm going to play a video first before she comes on so you can get to know her just a little bit. And this is Mrs. Carter. And tune in.
Greetings of inner peace and harmony. You know, we are living in the most frustrating times. And not that our ancestors didn't, but when it comes to you, how do you wake up in the morning? When it comes to going to a meeting that you don't want to go into, how do you show up? When you get home, or if you're working at home, how flexible are you with what's going on? And how frustrated are you because you feel like you don't have enough control over how you feel and how you think? And it's showing up stuck in your body and in your mind, because each day we wake up, we feel different. Some days we're on top of the world, and some days we can't even get out of bed. But it's time for you to understand that the choice is yours. I am Eliza Carter. I'm certified in stress management, behavior analysis, licensed as an evangelist, and an ambassador to the Genius is Common movement, founder Bruce George. I specialize in helping men and women to heal emotionally and to experience the real inner peace you deserve, and to raise your vibrational truth, that you understand what your authority is and how to operate in your highest level of peace, because you have the tools and the skill sets now to do it. If you're ready to connect and make some changes in you, call me or email me or visit my website. Whatever you choose to do, the time is now. Once again, connect with me at 302-300-1884, and one of my coaches will get with you. If not, email me at elizadukes.com or thebreathingexperience.com. No more excuses. It's time for you to commit to you.
It's time
Greetings
for you
of inner
to
peace and harmony.
Hold on. Okay. It's time for you to commit to you. I love that. Welcome. Ms. Carter, how are you?
I am doing fantastically well. And how are you?
I am doing good. I am so excited to have you on this broadcast. So let's get into it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Well, I'm a Philly girl. Grew up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, West Side.
Okay.
And yeah. Close to Will Smith. I actually got to see him sometimes growing up. And I left Philadelphia right out of high school almost and moved into Delaware. And then I came back to take care of my mom. So bless her soul. She transitioned this year and I miss her, but I'm telling you, the impact of having someone who had your back, who loved you and cared for you,
Sure.
And then the prayer was answered, because when my father passed like almost 30 years prior to, I asked God, I said, God, please give me time with my mom, because I'm a daddy's girl, that I can have some more intimate time with her.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, till the very moment she took her last breath, I was there. She even said goodbye to me. So I'm just grateful for this journey called life, because, you know, we get so caught up into the day and day rituals of watching the news, you know, getting on the internet and gathering all this pressure to get stuck in our bodies. And we wonder why we can't think straight, why we're in this mode of distraction, and why our pressure is constantly out of whack.
Yeah.
You know, I got started in this journey because, and I have to say consciously, I made a decision in 2012 that when the doctor put me on high blood pressure medication, that I was going to do some things differently. And it didn't take me to do a whole lot of things differently. It just took the commitment to say, I'm going to go through the process. I'm going to get off of the high blood pressure medications, because I immediately felt the pain in my side when I started taking them. And one thing I knew from research, because my background is in law and it's in counseling. So I knew from research is that medications eventually tear your kidneys up. And so, because we don't drink enough fluids, we don't do a lot of things that we need to care for ourselves when we're on a medication. So when we were trying to get off, we just have not done, you know, the health things, the healthy things, or eating the healthy foods and the herbs and spices, and having a healthy mindset to be able to decompress and de-stress consistently. But what I found out also was that high blood pressure was nothing more than a stress-related disease like diabetes, asthma, and some of the other diseases. And so it took me about almost 2 years to get off of the blood pressure medication. But it's because I began to do the research. I asked God specifically, what are some natural ways the body can heal itself? Because we don't even realize our bodies were designed by God to heal itself. And so as I did the research, you would not believe, deep breathing came up. Diaphragmatic breathing, the breath that God put into our bodies to give us the balance, to allow us to get the acidosis and the carbon dioxide out, and do an actual exchange where we get the oxygen in, and we can get the toxins out of the blood and out of the skin, and you know what I mean, and out of the organs. And when I began to do the rhythms, it was like an experience I've never had with God before, because I could feel the presence of God coming each time. I would take a moment to do the breathing, because this is the key. You disconnect from everything around you when you close your eyes and take deep breaths until your body becomes in harmony with your spirit.
That's
and
good.
I learned to do that over and over again, to the point where with the meditation and the prayer, it was a no-brainer. I was off of the high blood pressure medication, but it took me all that time to be able to navigate that. Those were the actual formulas and strategies that I needed to use to get to that space. So now it's been almost over 7 years that I've been off of the high blood pressure medication. But this is the thing. I still check my blood pressure. I still do juicing. You know what I mean? I still do some of the same things I know that got me off, because you got to maintain it, you know. And I do more juicing now than ever, because I'm terrible at eating food. And that's really the truth. Most people think, you know, we get overweight, we have all these issues because we eat too much. But some of us, metabolism is so slow because we don't eat the right foods, or we don't eat at the time that our body is telling us to. So our body tells us everything, and we ignore the signs and symptoms. And we wonder why we're dealing with so much pressure and anxiety and sickness and disease. It ought not be.
Wow, you said a mouthful. I love it. All right, so let's go back and talk about, you said some things that caught my attention, because you said a lot of medicine allows you to have kidney problems.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that.
Medicines were not designed to heal us. They were designed to just kind of mask some things and give us an opportunity. This is my thinking, this is my personal opinion, to give us an opportunity to see what we're going to change. If we know that the body heals itself, then that's got to be our ultimate goal. So we got to look at it and then work backwards from it. You know what I mean? Then we got to get the exercise in. We got to find out what our stresses are. What are those things, those people, those situations, those thoughts that stress us out? When we can identify with them, then we need to make the shift and start putting some tools in place to be able to process through the stress while we're experiencing it. Because most of us say, you know, I'm gonna wait to the end of the day, I'm gonna take a hot bath, you know, I'm gonna go have some wine, you know, whatever your practices are, but you're doing it after the fact. All the tension and toxins have settled in the body. And it's hardening our arteries. The thing mainly is that every time we get upset, guess what happens? Our heart gets out of rhythm. Because we've not learned how to protect our heart. And what it says, out of the heart flows all the issues.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't protect your heart begins to get out of rhythm. And when your heart's out of rhythm, what? The other organs are scrambling. It's like a tsunami happening in your body every time you go into the fight and flight syndrome because you're angry, you're disappointment, you got resentment, you're unforgiving. You know, I mean, whatever our issues are, it's affecting our whole well-being. And it's time to stop, because when you know better, you're supposed to do better.
Yes. So you decided to start this experience with the breathing.
Yes.
God has given us. So give us a little bit of that, and then let's just experience it a little bit.
Okay. Well, let me just tell you about some of the health benefits.
Okay, sure.
One thing it does immediately is lower your blood pressure, right? Because it signals your nervous system and says, listen, I'm in a calm state. Let's calm down. Let's come together. Let's get into harmony.
Yeah.
That's the simple side of everything. It also raises the quality of your red blood cells because we're lacking oxygen in our bodies. The thing about it is, especially now with the mask, how many of us even think about how it's shortening our oxygen? And we wonder why we're having asthma and why COVID is so prevalent in us, because it's getting in the lungs, and breathing helps take out the toxins from the lung. I do over about different 15 rhythms.
Wow.
I've taught over the years. I'm actually in a place where I do 3 of them. And there is one in particular that takes out all the toxins. The other ones, they do lift it up and bring it out. But when you really get to a space where you understand adding additional breathing, it could be 5 or 6 breaths. It's going to change how your body is processing through some energies at the time. And this is my first suggestion. Before you put the mask on and you're outside, take a few deep breaths, put the mask on. It calms the body. And, it gets you into a different state of mind of peace and relaxation, and raises your consciousness as well and clarity. And then when you come out of the building, do some more deep breathing when you take the mask off. Because this is the thing, when we go into these buildings, we don't know how they've cleaned their duct systems. You know what I mean? We don't know anything other than we're inhaling other people's germs when we get into these buildings. Because what? They don't even open doors long, and they don't have no windows that open up in the building. So we're breathing stale and diseased air. So that's why we're perpetually going through all of this over and over again, because we don't recognize how conscious we need to become about how we treat our breath, what we take in and what we take out.
Right.
So let's do the O breath. This is the breath I always talk about. It's one of the easiest breaths to do, and it's a mouth breath. I teach a lot of nose breaths, but because they really get down to the bottom of the lungs. But the nose breath is enough to get you started and learning how to master the exercise. So this is the key. I'm going to show you how to just breathe in through your nose, right? And then I'm going to hold for a count of 2, and then you're going to put your mouth like a O, like a straw. And you don't have to do it like in a pressure. So I'm just kind of like a. And then the key is to release it as slow as you can. And that's what takes practice to learn. So here we go. I'm going to do a count of 4, 2, and I'm going to say release. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Put your mouth in the O and release. And this time I want you to close your eyes and connect with the power of your breath, with the experience, the moment. And so here we go. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Release. Relax a minute. Let's do it again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Put your mouth in the O and release. Let's do one more. This time I want you to do this. I want you to tilt your head back a little bit.
Okay.
And if you can, let them shoulders drop. There's a releasing that happens. You're literally connecting with your spirit, your mind, and body. Say, come into harmony and just let go right now. All right, now come back to the regular stance. Here we go. We're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Put your mouth in the O and let it go.
Nice.
We have a right to calm ourselves anytime we want because we have the authority to do so. And I believe we're in the age now where we have to learn more what our godly authority is. It's not being upset, telling somebody off, raising your blood pressure, and can't have sleep. You know what I mean? And you're in OR because you didn't raise your blood pressure. It's about learning how to connect with your peace and stop allowing situations and people to disturb your peace and giving your peace away. It's time to hold on to our peace.
Yes.
You know, the scripture says, hold on to your peace and let God fight your battle.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we have a lot to continue to process through.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us what you have available for individuals, contact information and everything, and how they can connect with you if they need more.
Well, I have several programs. So if you go to elizadukes.com, I'm actually right now, because it's the holidays, giving away a complimentary session for 30 minutes on Sunday night at 8:30. If you go to my site, you can connect with me. DM me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. And in 30 minutes, I'm teaching you the O breath. And we're having a discussion about how to really get to a space where you travel into 2022 with a vision and a plan to gain the clarity to how to release the stress and anxiety and begin to live at a higher level of peace and self-harmony.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate what you do, and definitely during this time of chaos and craziness and COVID and life and people passing away and all of that. Definitely needed for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Because we're dying too high of a rate of heart attacks and strokes. And I can just tell you this. I know of a few ladies in the last couple of weeks, and they were very angry with life. The stress that kept building up and building up, and they weren't even 60. And they just were found in their beds gone. Because too many times we ignore the signs and symptoms of our bodies. Our bodies were designed to tell us something is out of order. And the longer you ignore it, it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It can take you out early. You know what I mean? It can take you to the hospital when you don't need to be. But it's about making the choice and know that you have the choice to make the change now. And I provide self-therapeutic tools. If you don't want to go to therapy to release some of the things in your head, come and learn some new tools that will help you to start processing through the negative energies and thoughts and experiences that you had, so you begin to implement the tools and show up as the best self for you first. And then it's easier to communicate and interact with other people because you're not carrying all those burdens and stresses and pressures.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Awesome, awesome. I love it. I love it. We definitely got to do more. You guys go to her website, text her, and her email is there. And she's on Facebook, Instagram, and what else? In YouTube.
LinkedIn and YouTube.
LinkedIn as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Make sure you connect with this awesome, awesome, awesome woman doing great things in the community is definitely, definitely needed. Now, leave us with some words of encouragement.
You know, we talk about meditation and prayer all the time, and they're actually one. You know, I know I grew up praying, but now I've grown up to listen. And that's the difference in meditation, is that when you begin to listen, you begin to release. Because you can tell God all day what you need and what you want. He already knows. But when you begin to listen, and you find that peaceful flow, you want it more and more and more. And you find that you get more answers because you're listening. And, you know, I have a 4-step meditation class that I teach specifically because a lot of times we think it's just music, you know what I mean? Or we think it's journaling, but it's more than that. Sometimes when you learn the 4 ways to do it, your spirit tells you in the morning what to get up with. So I leave you with this. Deep breathing draws you closer to God. It brings healing to the mind and the body, to clarity, and it literally brings you to a space of inner peace that you so deserve. Try it, do it, add it to your life. If you want to join one of the breathing classes, do so, connect with me. But don't leave this time without taking action. Because when you hear words and situations that connect with you, it's time for you to take action. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about, you always get money for what you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we have to learn to invest into our emotional health and well-being, because we can buy all the clothes and shoes and cars and houses, but at the end of the day, if you're not healthy and well, you're not happy. So let's get happy and healthy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on. Make sure you stay connected. Anything else you want to share that we hadn't talked about, you want to cover?
Let me just tell you, I watched the videos. I love what you do.
Oh.
I thank you for your impact in the community, and I definitely want to connect with you again, and actually put some of my information into your magazine, and because I really, and just share it with everybody that I know, because this is the way we have to continue to support and build one another, because I need you, you need me, we need each other, because we're family. So we have to continue to act like that and go to 2022 and making sure that we're spending more of our finances with one another, because we know what each other needs. We can't nobody fix our problems but us, and God has given us solutions. Let's get it done.
Amen. Amen. I look forward to that. Staying connected. You guys, Mrs. Carter, make sure you stay connected to the Breathing Experience. And we will connect you guys soon. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one Divine Connections. Okay. And so number one Divine Connector, which is Jesus Christ. And so we're going to turn it over to our sponsors, but so hold tight, and thank you again for being my guest.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Hold tight.
I Give You Peace Ministries is on a mission with an awesome purpose. Led by Pastor Peace, their mission is to raise funds to build a multi-purpose building, which will include a state-of-the-art facility for youth in the community, a senior program that will include various activities, and it will also include a kitchen to provide meals to the community. Support the building fundraiser today. Donate to Cash App $Walk of Peace or paypal.me/IGYP Ministries.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.